There you go. Hello, folks. How you going? That's what I was trying to say at the start. How you going? Anyway, right. Let's see how this video goes. Yes. Okay. Years ago, well, I think from the early 60s, there was a program called Top of the Pops. In that program, Top of the Pops, they had beautiful girls dancing in front of the camera all the time in every episode for about nearly, well, maybe over 60 years. Yeah. Well, recently we had, over recent years, people like Rolf Harris and David Lee Travis and, TV personalities, people that would have presented programs like Top of the Pops. All of a sudden, women were coming out saying, oh, this person groped me years ago. Oh, this person did that, this person did this. Problem is, we now live in a society where a woman might have agreed years ago to do something. A woman may have come up, and they did all the time. They would have gone up to the presenters of Top of the Pops, and they would have said to them, I will blow you if you let me be on the camera, next to you. Right? They would have done that all the blinking time, because being on camera, you'd be famous, yeah? All your friends would say, oh, I saw you on camera. I saw you on the TV. Oh, well done. So women would say, I will do this, I will do that. Yeah? Okay. But now, the problem is, women are saying, oh, I didn't really want to do that. That person used their power. Yeah. It could be someone who worked for you. It could be someone who wanted to be on TV. It doesn't matter. Because at that time, they wanted you to do that. But after that, they thought again and think, oh, did I really want them to do that? No. Therefore, it was rape. If we're in that situation in society now, where men can go to prison for having consensual sex or consensual sexual acts with women, because later on women thought about it and changed their mind and decided that no, they couldn't say no because you were using their power. And this is the point. We live in a society now where over recent years it has been spoken of many, many times where women in those positions could not say no because the men were using their power or abusing their power, and the women had to say yes, right? But in a lot of those cases, against Rolf Harris, most of those cases were basically cancelled because, I suppose, his lawyer was asking questions saying, okay, before that actually happened, did he ask you before? And the woman said yes. And did you say yes? And the woman says, no, I didn't say yes at that time. Okay, then you had a choice to say no when it actually happened. Right? They tripped themselves down. Okay? Tripped themselves up. Yeah. Anyway. But as I say, if we're now in that situation, now as I say, the women truly believe, because through society and through feminists saying that, well, actually, what happened years ago wasn't your fault. Yeah, because, well, basically, if you're willing to have sex with someone so you can go on camera, and you can be dancing in front of the camera on Top of the Pops and be on telly, that's a bit of a slutty thing to do, really. right? Yeah. But of course, if you can change it to say, oh, he used his power, so you wasn't wrong, he was wrong, right? Yeah. Yeah. And that's what's been happening for a long time now, for about 10 to 20 years. They've been talking about it, and a lot of women have changed their mind, saying, oh, did I really want him to do that? Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, they're right. What they're saying on TV, they're right. He used his power, so therefore they go to the police and say, oh, he raped me. Well, did he really? No, not really. No. But in their mind, they now think that he used his power to force her to say yes. So therefore, it's rape, yes? Yeah. That's where we are in society. So for goodness sake, if we're in that situation in society, be very careful now, because you never know what we're going to be in the future, huh? Right? Did people like David E. Travers think it was likely that when they got to the point of retirement, they could end up spending years in prison? Because, yeah, okay. If you're David E. Travers and you're married, or you're Rolf Harris and you're married, if some young girl was throwing herself at you, you should say no. Of course you should. You should say no. But, sometimes they didn't. Right? Sometimes they didn't. But did they think there was any possibility then that they could be in prison for that? No, of course not. No. But because some people actually use their power to do that, the people in charge of companies that made films and that sort of stuff, they were using their power years ago in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and basically that they were actually raping the women who wanted to be on films. That did happen. But because it did happen, they say, oh, if it's like that, it's the same thing. No, it isn't. No. No, it isn't. Just because, it's like them, that bloke who was the American bloke. He put stuff in drinks all the time. To have sex with women when they didn't even know. Okay. Because he did that, I've said to young men, don't buy drinks for women at all. No. Because in the future, they could say you put something in the drink. Can you prove you didn't? No. But if they're doing the same then, believe all women, you're knackered. Because you can't prove you didn't put something in a drink. It's insane. It really is insane. We got to this point of believe all women, then we got to the point of consensual sex. Consensual sex wasn't necessarily consensual in the past. And then we get people going to prison for things they did that was actually consensual. And, so as I say, keep it to yourself. Yeah. It wouldn't surprise me at all if in the future some woman who's doing porn will say basically everyone who actually see her films made her do it. So basically every man or even woman who was looking at her films were raping her. Made her doing it. Yeah. Is that going to happen in the future? Probably. Yeah. Well, that's the next thing, isn't it, really? Yeah. So be careful. As I say, don't have sex with anyone. No, because with your wife, yes. But anyone else? No. No. Well, as I say, there are a lot of women who are saying, well, the good men gone. Well, yeah. It's a very, very difficult situation, isn't it? But this is why you've got to be guided by God in all this stuff, because God wants to protect you from this, because if you go according to lust, yeah, you could have problems in the future because you did that. And yeah, it doesn't matter if you did something wrong or not, because if things change in the future, they will judge you by that time, not this time. So yeah, it is not good at all when that sort of things happen. But yeah, we are where we are, aren't we? So yeah, and this is where we are, and yeah. And that's why I've said, basically, that the church should be talking about this and complaining about this and saying, excuse me, what are you doing? Yeah, say it to the world. Excuse me, what the bloody hell are you doing? Stop doing this crap. Stop trying to judge people from now about what they did 20 years ago, because 20 years ago, everything was different then. Yeah. Well, I was thinking earlier, maybe, make a film about something, about a person from the 80s, like late 80s, or maybe, early 90s, coming to this time. Basically like Arnie, basically. In the street, naked, in the future. Yeah? Find themselves naked in the street, like that. And then looking at the world now and how the world is completely changed since that time. It's mad. And it would be a funny film, but also a serious thing, saying, and at the end it goes back to him for his time and telling people, in the future they will be doing this and this and this and thinking this and this, and everyone will say, excuse me, you're mad. They will never do that. But they are. But they are. Yeah. That would be quite interesting. That would be an interesting film to do. I imagine someone has done something similar, but I say, if you do it like that, it would be quite funny. But also serious, thinking, how do we, where we are, how do we do that? It's absolutely mad where we are right now. So, yeah. Anyway, there you go. I will speak to you later. God bless. Bye-bye. Be blessed. Be a blessing. Enjoy. Bye-bye.